How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and definitely whatever you do, smash and share this on all social medias, baby. Let's go. This is Corey Lee Boxing, man. So yeah, we're gonna talk Devin Haney today. And is Devin Haney worried? Okay, is Devin Haney worried? Is Devin Haney worried that Kambosos won't pick him? And I honestly think he is. Here's why. Kambosos and Lou DiBella, they're together. Lou DiBella is his promoter, so wherever Lou DiBella feels fit, and obviously he talking to his team, talking to his fighter Kambosos, whatever they agree on. Which, in my opinion, smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Let's get these likes up. Stop playing with me. Good morning. You already know what time it is. But yeah, man, it's I just really feel that, the more I think about it, I feel like, George Kambosos, I don't think he's gonna go to Devin Haney route. So he should be worried. Devin Haney should definitely be worried right now. You guys got to understand, Devin Haney is not a lock to fight George Kambosos next. So whoever's saying that, it's not true. In my personal opinion, I really truly feel that Devin Haney, he's a good fighter, possibly a great fighter. We got to see. But, some people say he's a world champion. Some people say he's not a world champion. For this fight to go down, George Kambosos versus Devin Haney, it would be for all the marbles and all the belts at 135. It would be no equivocation who is the undisputed champion at 135 pounds. Okay, so you got to take that into consideration when you talk about Devin Haney, because there's a little speculation around that belt and around him having that belt. So my personal opinion is I really truly think that Devin Haney, would have a good showing against George Kambosos. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I'm saying that I would probably favor Devin Haney in that fight against George Kambosos. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, man. Let's get these likes up. Good morning live stream. But and then you got in the background that just fought, you got somebody that just fought in Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko is a viable threat. Here's why. Vasyl Lomachenko only has 2 losses. One to Salido, which I'm not making excuses. He came in well overweight, probably was a super welterweight by the time it was all said and done. I mean, they were fighting at 126. Salido already couldn't even weigh in. I think his lowest weight in that fight he could get down to was like 140 or something, 135 or something crazy. Like he missed weight over 5 pounds. It was something absurd. It was like you meant to do this fight. You knew you weren't gonna make weight. You knew you weren't gonna make weight. You knew you weren't gonna, go through with the whole weight situation, and so he wanted to make an advantage, and he paid the money to have that advantage, but it paid off for him. He won the fight, and he won it, straight up. Lomachenko tried to be, the first ever to do it, or tie the first ever to do it. Is like 2 professional fights and you're a world champion, or your first. It was one of those. So I really truly think that Lomachenko, he's got 16 fights now. That was a while ago. He's learned a lot, and then he fought Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, which was former undisputed, or some would say, disputed or undisputed, because you always got Devin Haney right there. So the WBC effed up when they got 2 champions. You got 2 people in the same weight class walking around with almost the same belt. Well, it is the same belt. It's the green belt, So, it is the same organization. It's the same organization, and it's the same, and they're both champions at the same weight class. So there's a lot behind that. You know, me and Beebs from Ringside Reporter was talking extensively on the phone about that situation. And then, I joined the roundtable on Thursday and I shed light on what I knew, and the things that I knew. So, you know, moving forward, you got Javonte Davis in the sweepstakes of George Kambosos. These are all of the willing participants in the George Kambosos sweepstakes for the undisputed titles. Some would say that George Kambosos is the man that beat the man. So, you got to put some respect on his name. Smash that like button. Can I get some likes, please? That's all I'm asking you guys to come in and smash that like button. That's all. It's a morning live stream. I'm asking one question and one question only. Can you hit the like button? That's all, man. And if you can't, just say, screw you, Core. You know what I mean? It's all good. But yeah, George Kambosos is the sweepstakes. So you got my first, I'll start. I want to start 5 and go down to 1, but I mean, I guess I could. I'll start at 5 in the George Kambosos sweepstakes. I got 5. I got Ryan Garcia. He's at 135. He actually fought for the WBC, I believe, the interim or the silver belt. So he definitely has had one of those on his resume. Some type of form of the WBC, some type of WBC, secondary title, or some form of that. But number 4 in the I'll just do at 135. Yeah, we'll do 5. We'll do 5. Number 4, I got number 5. Okay, number 5. Number 5, excuse me, Ryan Garcia on the list. Okay, I picked Ryan Garcia on the George Kambosos sweepstakes is because Ryan Garcia has been very inactive, but he is a top seller. So you got to put him in the list of the George Kambosos sweepstakes. Okay, and then you got number 4. Okay, you got Teofimo Lopez. I mean, he's coming off the loss. He could possibly give him a rematch if he desired to. It's still a possibility. I know Teofimo Lopez would probably take the fight if he could get that rematch. That's why I'm putting Teofimo Lopez at 4 because, it just happened not too long ago. And I feel like he can definitely rebound from this. With that being said, moving forward, so that's Ryan Garcia, number 5. Teofimo Lopez, number 4. And number 3 on this list. And, I'm not saying that he won't get the fight. I'm not saying that he will get the fight. Is right now, I got to say Javonte Tank Davis, man. The more I think about it, Javonte Tank Davis should probably, get the fight because I feel like a lot of people want to see Javonte Davis step up and fight somebody. Can you smash that like button? Let's get these likes up. A lot of people want to see Javonte Davis fight somebody that's worth the pay-per-view money that we buy, They didn't even show the pay-per-view numbers in the last fight because it was probably atrocious. But, with that being said, I really truly feel that, I just really feel that Javonte Davis definitely deserves a crack at all of the belts at 135 pounds. He's got the pizzazz. He's got the hip hop culture behind him. He's got the money, the money team behind him. He's got the some pay-per-view numbers already, on his resume. And I just, I really truly feel that they could possibly make this thing in Australia on pay-per-view. Javonte Davis versus George Kambosos, And like I said, we'll do 4. So at 4, we'll do Ryan Garcia. Okay. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it is 5. Excuse me, it's 5. This is the 5. Excuse me, it's so early in the morning, y'all, but I got it right here for you. I knew it was 5. I'm so proud of myself. It's so early, and I still remember that it was 5. So what it is you got Ryan Garcia. What's up, Boxing Learner? Smash that like button, my brother. Please smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. I'm giving my top five fighters that could possibly face George Kambosos next, Boxing Learner. If you want to jump in, go ahead, man. But what I was going to say is number 5 was Ryan Garcia. I listed a couple things why I think Ryan Garcia, he's got the charisma. He's got the Disney backing behind him, the whole TMZ thing. Uh, some of Logan Paul's followers, the YouTube guys, are, some of the YouTube guys are, with, Ryan Garcia. Number four, we're gonna throw number 4 in there. I had Teofimo Lopez. I had Teofimo Lopez number 4 because I feel like he could have possibly got a rematch, or he still can possibly get a rematch. I'm pretty sure he'll take the rematch if it's offered to him. So people won't say it's a fluke. He's a one-hit wonder. He got by. He got dropped. He almost got stopped by, Teofimo Lopez. Just let him get another crack at it. Let's see how it goes without the air in his chest and all of this stuff that they're saying that they're going on without his father, and the whole everything, man. If he could get another crack at it, I think that's why I'm putting him at number 4, okay? Number 3, Javonte Tank Davis. Okay, I got him at number 3 because he's already a pay-per-view entity. He's already been doing pay-per-view numbers, even if they're not the best pay-per-view numbers. So we got to put that on there already. Shout out to Toby in the chat. Salute. But yeah, we got to put that out there. Javonte Tank Davis is a really good fighter. He's got, stylistically, he's a very, very devastating power puncher, southpaw. Southpaw power puncher. Just those two advantages alone could have you ice cold on the fucking mat, dude. Straight up, man. Straight up, man. It could be ice season early for you, with those two intangibles. He's a southpaw, he's a short, stocky southpaw, and he's a power puncher. Oh, and then I forget he does have boxing ability as well. So it's just like one of those things, Tank Davis definitely is number 3. Strong number 3. Number 2 that I didn't name yet. The Dream. Devin Haney, okay? Devin Haney, some say he's the WBC champion. Some say he's the email titleist. Whatever you say, he does have a green belt, okay? Smash that like button. What's happening, man? Okay, Devin Haney, okay? Devin Haney is number 2 on the list because on Corley's, George Kambosos sweepstakes list, I think I'm not going to say all the guys on the list can beat him because I think Ryan Garcia could definitely have trouble with his boxing ability. But excluding Ryan Garcia, man, this is almost like a murderous row, man. I think a lot of these guys would be favored against George Kambosos, in my opinion, if you had to put your money on it. I don't think in that 9th round or that 10th round when George Kambosos got hurt and very almost stopped by Teofimo Lopez, I don't think that was a fluke. Okay, and I think if the right puncher hits him right there again, he can get hurt again. So, that's why I got Devin Haney number 2. His skills, his boxing ability. Skills pay the bills at the end of the day. I truly think that with his range and him being, a lot more, not as many training camps, not as much wear and tear on his body. I just really, really think that Devin Haney has a really good shot at beating George Kambosos. So I would actually probably favor Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. So in number 1, the number you all guys been waiting for, man, the number 1 guy in the George Kambosos sweepstakes, in my opinion, is none other than the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Vasyl Lomachenko, okay? Vasyl Lomachenko, man. I'm going to read the chat and I'm going to get to why I think Vasyl Lomachenko is up there, and why I think he's number one on the list, man. Out of the 5 fighters I named, why Lomachenko's not the best, but just who I think is gonna fight George Kambosos for all of the belts, or three of the 4 belts, however you want to list it. We should do a poll real quick in the chat, because I would love to know what you guys think. I would love to know what you guys think about, my list. If you guys have a list too. Toby says, salute Corley Boxing Learner. Salute, guys. Boxing Learner says 1 number Lomachenko, 2 Devin Haney. Oh, his is number 3 Ryan Garcia. Number 4 Javonte Davis. Number 5 Brooke Jarvis. Tune up. You got Brooke Jarvis on there. You made a splash with the Brooke Jarvis. Okay. Mr. Williams, what's happening? My brother, salute. Good morning. He says, Lomo will get this fight, bro. Shake my head. You think so, bro? He might get the fight, man. Rashawn Williams, he might get the fight, man. He definitely might get the fight, man. He says, Lomo will get the fight, bro. Shake my head. I got Lomo on my number 1 list, and let me tell you guys why. Boxing Learner says, I like both Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight. Yeah. Andre, what's happening? Good morning, my brother, man. We in here, man. Smash the like button. If you guys haven't smashed the like button or shared this, come on, man. What are you guys doing? You hurting the channel. We give you guys the wrenches for a reason. Let's get these views up. Let's get these people in here with this real boxing talk, man. Been doing this shit, man. Come on now. Some of you guys' favorite YouTube guys really fuck with me, really know me. Really know I know my shit too, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's get that understood. But, yeah, I mean, I just truly feel, with that being said, Vasyl Lomachenko on my list, and some of you guys' list as well, Vasyl Lomachenko is number 1 on my list because Vasyl Lomachenko has the skills to pay the motherfucking bills. And I just truly think, not only that, he's a dynamic fighter, but all of this has to do with the promotion, okay? I hear barbershop conversation talking about Al Heyman's running out of money and all of this. We'll see. We'll see how all of that comes to fruition, if it does. Al Heyman's money's long, from what I've heard. Pause. But it's like one of those things we've got to see. Smash that like button. Can we please get these likes up? So a couple of you guys ain't hit the like button. What we doing? Yeah, hit that like button as soon as you guys come in. Please hit the like button. That's all I ask, man. Andre in the chat says, we need this undisputed fight. We sure do, man. We sure do, man. We definitely need this undisputed fight, man. It's something that needs to happen, man. Toby says, Lomo started this franchise belt BS. So goes behind Haney. LOL. Naughty. Question mark. Step for Loma. LOL. Andre says, I think Lomo's going to get the fight too, to be honest. Yeah, man. So right now, Lomachenko is going to get the fight in my view because you got Bob Arum, which has turned 90 years old this past weekend. Happy birthday to Bob Arum, man. Happy birthday to Bob Arum. I hope one day I get to interview Bob Arum and just ask him. I'm going to, just ask him a lot of questions, man. I got a lot of questions that I want for Bob Arum to ask him. I just think our interview would be very versatile. I think I'll ask him about, older fighters and younger and up-and-coming fighters. Bob Arum, not to switch subjects, but Bob Arum, right now, man, it's looking like he's got a really good young stable of fighters, man, that are really good. Keyshawn Davis is really good. You got, Shakur Stevenson. You got, the guy Tiger from the Ohio. You got, what is his name? Xander. What's his name, you guys? Xander. The top prospects coming up on Bob Arum's, He's got a bunch. What is his name? Xander Zai or something. You know, he's up and coming prospect. You got Jared Anderson, which I think is the best heavyweight prospect we have. Jared Anderson, I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's a heavyweight from Texas, I believe. Well, I think he might be from Ohio, but I know he trains in Texas. So yeah, he's one of Jay Prince's fighters. Jay Prince has probably, I don't know how many fighters he has. He probably has like under 10 because he doesn't keep too many fighters. But out of those, just say he has 10 fighters. You know, out of those 10 fighters, dude, I'll say he got less than that. I'll say he probably only has 5. But out of 5 fighters that Jay Prince has, dude, Jay Prince has some of the best young talent you can get as a promoter or as an advisor, whatever he is. I mean, you got Jared Anderson, dude, the best American heavyweight prospect. Deontay Wilder is retiring, from what I'm hearing. He's out of the picture. Bomb Squad is done. That's another thing. You know what? You know what? I think I might go live on that topic, yo. On the Deontay Wilder retiring topic. That's a topic right there for your ass. Keyshawn Davis, yup. Toby says, Corey Lee, just hit the like button from my other channel. Hit the like button, you guys. Yeah, let's get these likes up, y'all. But Chad, the future is bright for Top Rank. That's what I'm saying, Andre. That's what I'm saying, you guys in the chat. I mean, right now, Bob Arum is like really doing his shit right now. At 90 years old, you guys. Bob Arum is 90. Okay? For to be 90 years old, this guy is really putting his promoter's hat on, man. Year round. He's getting these guys right out of the amateurs or the Olympics, and he's signing them. He's giving them that fat sign-on bonus, which from what Earl Spence said, for him, Bob Arum was offering, I believe it was about I think it was $200,000 to $300,000 signing bonus. It was between $1 and $300,000 signing bonus. No more than 300,000, but yeah. And Al Heyman said, "Look, I can give you money over a span of time, not just your sign-on bonus." And Earl Spence talked to it with his father, and his father said we should go with Al Heyman. And so that story wrote where Earl Spence went with Al Heyman. Could you imagine Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford on Top Rank? That would have been crazy. We would have got what the fuck we needed the whole time. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Rashawn Williams says, big baby, no doubt. No doubt. Toby says, Andre, facts. Bob's got an eye for young talent. Yeah, he does, man. Yeah, he does. Mr. Williams in the chat says he's from Ohio, but he repped the city. He repped what city? Texas? You guys gotta understand, man. There's a lot of fighters out here right now that would love to be with Top Rank or PBC. So the fighters that they got, I feel like, are the cream of the crop right now. But there's always going to be those surprise, sneaky, guys that did not get the big contracts, did not get the pro debut, on ESPN, like Keyshawn Davis and a couple other guys like Xander and a couple other guys. There's guys that fall through the cracks, and those are the guys that I look out for, the guys that, are not in the limelight, are in the behind the scenes, young up and coming talent. I really think Keyshawn Davis, man, from fucking the 757, baby, out here in Virginia Beach. He is from Virginia, man, and he's representing, man. He's out there from right up the street from where Allen Iverson and Michael Vick is from. Keyshawn Davis. I mean, you guys got to remember that name. I think he's a very, 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 very good prospect coming up, man. It's too early to call him prospect of the year. He just made his pro debut before the for the end of the year. But next year, man, I really truly think he could be possibly prospect of the year for next year would be Keyshawn Davis. Depending on how they move him. You know, he's an Olympic silver medalist. A lot of people thought he won the Olympics. The same story with Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather. They got ROBBBBBBBBBBBBED, you know, at the Olympics, and it's effed up. The whole system is effed up. It's almost like you put a spear through the chest, you know what I mean, of these young fighters after they work their entire, you know, after they work their entire teenage years trying to get to this level and try to get to this top level, and he gets all the way to the a gold medal fight, okay, and you give him silver after everybody knew he won, is what they did to Keyshawn Davis. It's not right, man. It's not right. The Olympic system is fucked, and I don't like it. And I don't like it, dude. I don't like it, man. It says, Corey, you sound like you got a cold. No, I'm just a little stuffy, man. It's a change of weather out here. It was fucking 50, like, it was like 60 degrees like 3 days ago, and it was 28 degrees this morning. I mean, how the hell can my body adjust to that shit? Boxing Learner says, Bob's scooping up all the future talent. That's what it's looking like, man. Crypto Colors was heading to smash that like button. You already know. Andre says Inoue just fought, stopped his opponent in the 8th round. I seen that. Inoue, you guys, if you guys haven't known, it's been one of my top guys on this channel for a while. I've been talking about Inoue for 3 years now, at least 4, minimum 4. But I've been talking about him. I really truly think he's the goods. I really would love to see a Donaire versus Inoue rematch. Inoue, that was his toughest fight to date. And Donaire he's on a tear right now. I'm so proud of Nonito Donaire. I'm so proud of Nonito Donaire because a lot of people wrote Nonito Donaire off. He just came back with another devastating knockout win over an undefeated, young, hungry prospect, I believe. I don't think he wasn't a world champion, but you know, they were so nice leading up into the fight. You know, Nonito Donaire was, talking to him and, saying, how much he respects him and, everything was cool. But I'm telling you, man, when that bell rings, dude, something goes off in Donaire's mind, dude. This dude transforms into an animal. I mean, this dude was not, dude, from round 1, he was literally walking through this dude's punches. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, he was walking through it at a pace where this dude would hit Nonito Donaire, and Nonito Donaire would counter with like a 3-piece combo of power punches. I mean, it would just be crazy the amount of force and determination you've seen in Nonito Donaire's eyes. It's almost like he really, really wants that Inoue rematch. I think he might retire if he gets that Inoue rematch. I really, truly do. I really think he wants that Inoue rematch. And I think us as fight fans should push for it. If you guys seen the Inoue versus Nonito Donaire first fight, you guys definitely know you guys were in for a treat. That was an instant Corey Lee Boxing's classic, okay? Both fighters almost got iced in that fight, dude. Nonito Donaire definitely came out on the shorter end of the stick. He lost. But you can hold your head high, man. You can hold your head high. Let's see what you guys talking about in the chat, man. Toby says Corey solved the riddle. It was Earl on the wrong side of the street, not Bud Crawford. Laughed myself. Corey Lee said he knew his stuff. You already know, man. Bob Arum was gonna sign Earl Spence, and Earl Spence was gonna sign to Bob Arum. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants to, but he thought about it. He thought real hard about that shit. That $200 plus $1,000 signing bonus was looking Earl Spence right in the fucking face. And you gonna tell her, 17, 18, 19, your old kid that he can't get that money or he doesn't deserve that money, shit. So I've seen fighters take that Bob Arum money and not even think about going to Al Heyman because of the money. It's just one of those things, man. You know, a lot of these young fighters, what can you know, and a lot of promoters, after you start, you know, after you get your little tune-ups and you get your little cherries, you know, I'm not going to say cherries, but, you know, after you get your little, you know, warm-up fights and stuff like that, you know, to get your feet wet in the pro game, you know, once you get your 10 or 15 fight plan, it's game time. You know, and that's when you start getting in with the steep competition. You know, after about, you know, now it's about 10, 15, 20 fights. You know, you very rarely see a guy that's just been fighting nobodies in 30-0 or something like that. You know, I've seen a couple guys like that for sure. That guy, Gilberto Ramirez, is one of them. You know, he fought about 30 guys in Mexico, I feel like. You know, he's like 44, 45-0 or some shit right now. And I'm just like, what? Like, how does he? I'm like, okay. But yeah, Andre says, I'm really looking forward to the BETERBEIV versus Brownie this weekend. Corey, what do you think about the Brownie versus... he says, what do you think Marcus Brownie can upset Arthur BETERBEIV this weekend? Let me tell you something. If these boxers knew about real estate, they would not need nobody in the middle. Yeah, that's true. But a lot of them don't. Hey, look, Andre, this special shout out to Andre, man. He's really wanting me to break down this BETERBEIV versus Brownie fight. And that's actually one of my specialties, breaking down any of the fights from BETERBEIV. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, I've been watching him for a while. He's a really, really good, talented fighter. And I'm not saying he's invincible. I'm not saying he's invincible. But let me just put this into consideration. Okay? This guy, Arthur BETERBEIV, is so freaking good that you got guys that are supposed to fight him like Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown was supposed to fight Arthur BETERBEIV at least 2 years ago, 3 years ago, before Marcus Brown fought Badu Jack and got that, you know, upset win. Okay? He was supposed to fight him, and that's what brings up red flags for this fight. Because he was on the IBF top 10 fighters to fight Arthur BETERBEIV for the belt. Okay? Maybe this was a little younger in his career, but he was on the top 10 IBF rankings about 2 to 3 years ago. Go check this shit out. These are big facts. The IBF, okay, none of the top 9 guys wanted to fight Arthur BETERBEIV in the IBF. None of them. Okay? They had to reshuffle the list. And they came up with the guy Colin or whatever. With the K, begins with a K. Koeing or some shit. Yeah, so he fought Arthur BETERBEIV and got iced in like the 11th or 12th round. You know, a lot of people didn't think he was going to ice him because it took so long, but it finally came. And it's another thing, you guys, that you guys need to listen up about this fight coming up this weekend, Arthur BETERBEIV. I'm fucking stoked about this. I'm hype as fuck because Arthur BETERBEIV is going to show the world, I truly feel, why he's got 2 belts and why he's the top dog at 175 and why I truly feel Canelo Alvarez skipped 175 and went to cruiserweight. You know, it's because of this man, Arthur BETERBEIV. Okay, the unified champion of the world at 175, the guy that dropped Alexander Usyk, okay, 2-1 knee. I believe it was a body shot. Okay, a lot of guys pound for pound top guy is Alexander Usyk, which is mine right now. It's mine. It's Alexander Usyk. Okay. He dropped him, okay? You guys gotta understand, Arthur BETERBEIV has fought at heavyweight in the amateurs, okay? And he melts his body down to 175, and a lot of people are like, wow, this guy is a threat. You know, one of TMT. Let me explain to you the brutality of Archer BETERBEIV. Okay, one of TMT fighters. I think his name is Lonel. Um, but he fought. Excuse me, he sparred Archer BETERBEIV, and he said, I can post an interview on my Instagram. He said out of his own mouth, when I went to spar Archer BETERBEIV, I'll never forget it. It was the hardest sparring that I have ever been, and there's nobody at 175 that is gonna beat that man, Archer BETERBEIV. That's what he said out of his mouth. He said not Bivol, not Kovalev. He named all them names. This dude was in the ring with Archer BETERBEIV. See, it's a difference between talking about a fighter and actually being in the motherfucking ring with a fighter. Marcus Brown is getting iced Saturday. I'm telling you, he should not have picked this motherfucking fight. I know you was a mandatory challenger for the WBC title. Drop it. Wrong route, wrong route. I think Marcus Brown would have had a way better shot against Bivol. This dude Bivol has fought his last 3 fights against somewhat no-name fighters and all, went unanimous decision with all of them. Like, come on, bro. This dude Archer BETERBEIV has not went to decision on none of his fights. He's got all fights by knockout. Ice season, all fights. That's why here at Corey Lee Boxing, Archer BETERBEIV is the most powerful puncher pound for pound in my eyes, is Archer BETERBEIV. This guy coming up this weekend, this guy is a fucking beast. I'm telling you. Andre says, Archer BETERBEIV is a monster. If there's anytime he can lose, it's now. He's old. Brownie is younger and got a lot of reach, but I think he gets stopped. Andre says, BETERBEIV by stoppage. Dre's finest was happening. Salute. I'm letting you know right now, Brown and picked with the wrong guy, man. Archer BETERBEIV is not coming in to play with this guy. He's not coming in there to shake his hand. He's not coming in there he's coming in there to seek and destroy. I've seen Archer BETERBEIV in action. I really truly feel he has the skills to pay the bills as well. But when you're that powerful of a puncher in both hands, you're dangerous, dude. You're dangerous. Remember, Archer BETERBEIV was Andre Ward's mandatory before he retired. Come on, man. There's a lot of red flags coming out here out of nowhere right now that I've all seen. I've seen all of these red flags for all of these fighters at 175 that's been ducking the shit out of Archer BETERBEIV. Kovalev didn't want to fight him. Bivol said he said, what did Bivol says? Bivol says, he even said he's the hardest puncher in boxing, or he's the most avoided fighter in boxing. One of those. Bivol says some very, very questionable things that he said about BETERBEIV when you're supposed to be fighting him next or soon. Don't you guys want to see Bivol versus BETERBEIV? I do. That's a fact. If Canelo wants to see how great he is, try BETERBEIV, you dig? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, Canelo's talking about he's the best fighter. He's this, he's that. I know Canelo's a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. But at the end of the day, you got to understand, man, I truly feel that there should be only one champion in each division. And right now, my personal opinion is Archer BETERBEIV is the top dog at 175, man. Straight up. None of the top guys can beat Archer BETERBEIV, in my opinion. I'm putting my money on BETERBEIV against the top 10 of the division. Not of it, just of a sanctioning body, of the whole division. Any guy in the top 100 that wants to fight Archer BETERBEIV, I think he beats them all. That's how dominant this dude is, in my personal opinion, in the 175-pound division. you know. And I'm not just saying this because I've seen Archer BETERBEIV fight, or I'm not just saying this because, I think he, is because I'm just saying it because I think he's very skillful. He thinks a lot. And look what his fucking trainer said. He said this is one of the guys, Art, you gotta listen to what the trainers say, you guys. It's certain things that trainers say that you know when you got a special fighter. Ramsey, his trainer, that's in Canada. The reason why Archer BETERBEIV moved to Canada is to train with Ramsey. Ramsey said, this is the one guy I don't have to babysit. He's got a military mindset. Soon as he said that, I knew exactly what type of fighter Archer BETERBEIV was going into the ring. This guy is dynamic. He's explosive. And he wants to get you the fuck out of there quick as possible. My type of fighter, man. My type of fighter. Ice season greatest hits type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Trap Media was happening. He says Vostik was whipping BETERBEIV. Don't know why he retired. Because he got punished. He might have been winning on some of the scorecards in that fight. Trap Media. Salute to Trap Media. Salute to D's Finest. Salute to Andre Crypto Colors. Mr. Williams. Toby. What's happening? Boxing Learner. What's happening? Moving. What's happening? We got the whole crew in here this morning. You already know. Corey Lee got him up early. Early bird catch the worm for sure. For sure. For sure. Trap Media said, what's the deal? For sure. We talking right now, Trap Media, we talking is Archer BETERBEIV versus Marcus Brownie fight. And there's a reason why, salute to the chat, Trap Media said. Let's get these likes up, y'all. D's Finest says, that dude is very special. Who you talking about, D's Finest? Archer BETERBEIV? D's Finest says, facts, fam. That dude BETERBEIV eats steel. You feel me? I agree, one champion in each division. Yeah. Like, why not? But as far as this fight goes, you guys got to understand. Hear me out with this one. As far as this fight goes, you guys got Archer BETERBEIV versus Marcus Brownie. These are two different type of style fighters, okay? These are two different type of style fighters. Let me show you guys this video that I've been wanting to show you guys the whole time. Let me let you hear what one of Floyd Mayweather's fighters actually said about Archer BETERBEIV. Shout out to Fight Club for making this video.
The following is a Fight Club.
Check him out. He fought Vostik too, you guys. That's what I'm saying. This dude is a fucking beast, man. And remember, Vostik had Teddy Atlas in his corner. Remember that. Don't forget that.
Was so devastating that Kambosos would never fight.
Let me show y'all what's going on right here.
And felt BETERBEIV's force return.
Here we go, y'all. Listen. He said, what did he say about Archer BETERBEIV? Listen.
They understand.
I think Archer BETERBEIV is. And I sparred him a few times, and that's by far the worst thing I've ever experienced in life. I've been hit by a car once when I was young, and that's how I felt like sparring with him. I'm just being honest. I don't see nobody.
This dude is not even fucking. Those are real. Those are serious odds. He's a TMT fighter. This guy is. Just came off an upset win a couple months ago. Was about a year or two ago. Come off an upset win. Put himself back in the, you know what I mean? Winning column. This guy said that. Okay? Let me let you guys hear that one more time, man. That shit crazy. I don't think you hear him.
You know, I think after the Beterbiev is.
They said they asked him the question, who is the hardest fighter that you've ever been in the ring with? Who is the hardest punching, who is the hardest hitting fighter that you've ever been in the ring with? And this was his response.
I sparred him a few times, and that's by far the worst thing I've ever experienced in life. I've been hit by a car once when I was young, and that's how I feel like sparring with him. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't see nobody at 75 beating him. People can say what they want about he's this, he's that. It's easy to say till you get in the ring and you get hit with another glove.
Yeah.
He's the top. I think he had knocked Koval. I think he had knocked Bivol. I don't think nobody's gonna fight him at this weight. I don't
Wow.
think Kovalev. I don't think nobody is.
Wow.
Pick an easier route. They're gonna go the easier route.
What? See what I said?
Boasted an incredible 300-bout amateur record, which included winning.
See what I'm saying, y'all? This guy, they're already telling this guy that okay, they already saying that this guy is the goods, okay? He's saying that, yo, I sparred him, he's the real deal. They're co-signing him.
And world honors along the way, and twice participating in the Olympics. Archer dominates opponents as
Look at this shit, man.
as anyone else does in the sport of boxing.
Come on, man.
Archer dominates opponents as viciously as
Come on, man. That's Colin Johnson he knocked down right there, y'all. That's Colin Johnson he knocked down, man. I mean, you guys gotta understand, man. This is a dangerous fight for him, man.
combat sports.
Look at that, man. He's vicious, dude. He's not fucking around.
Besides being the only current champion with a 100% knockout rate.
Did you hear what he said? The only champion with a 100% knockout ratio.
Being the only current champion with a 100% knockout rate. Archer won a world title in a record amount of fights at light heavyweight, and since then has gone from strength to strength, unifying the division as a slight underdog against the supremely talented and then undefeated Alexander the Nail Gvozdyk. For those
So at this fight, you guys, he's fighting Vostik. Vostik at this point in his career. Let me tell you guys what's going on so you guys will know. Okay, I hear everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat is, let me break this down real quick. Okay, Vostik is coming off of a huge win against Adonis Stevenson in this fight. Okay, he's coming in, with a lot of momentum. A lot of people, including a lot of you motherfuckers in the chat right now, picked Vostik to win this fight. I did not. I standing on my 10 toes. I was 1 round off. I picked like 11th round knockout or something like that. It was like a 9th or 10th round knockout. I was 1 or 2 rounds off the knockout, dude. That's how spot on I knew this dude was, man. And oh yeah, and for a lot of you people out there that be saying something about my picks, go ask Champ Ross how good I am with picking these fights. I got the Conor Ben right. I got the Conor Ben fight right on. I picked Conor Ben knockout 4th round. Come on, what happened, man? Come on now. Just telling y'all facts. But yeah, let me go back to this. So Vostik, coming off a great win, and this is what happens.
who aren't familiar with Gvozdyk, the Ukrainian former world champion, was an amateur prodigy who also had around 300 bouts.
300 amateur bouts for Vostik.
But more importantly,
Look what he did to Stevenson.
prior to
I'm glad Stevenson is okay. He had a brain injury after this fight.
heavyweight destroyer Stevenson's near 10-year undefeated
It's so crazy because almost in the very next fight or 2 fights later, Vostik had a similar injury happen to him in the BETERBEIV fight, which forced him to retire after this. See?
was so severe that Stevenson was admitted to the hospital shortly after the fight and underwent emergency brain surgery. Naturally, the fight between BETERBEIV and Gvozdyk
So now BETERBEIV is ready to fight Vostik. And yeah, man, here we go.
was heavily anticipated. After all, there has never been a light heavyweight world title unification fight between undisputed title holders.
Look at that, man.
When it was over, it was the powerful BETERBEIV who
He said, shout out to Toby.
for the technical knockout
See?
victory.
Look at that power. You got to understand, it might not hurt you in the first round. It might not hurt you in the second round, but accumulation shots that this dude BETERBEIV can hit you with. And he's got one punch knockout power. Look, listen to this. And I'm going to end it on this.
The beating BETERBEIV delivered was so devastating that Gvozdyk would never fight again.
Did you hear that?
Announced his retirement a few months
This
later.
dude is a fucking animal.
The momentum BETERBEIV gained from that victory quickly came to a grinding halt. By the time Archer did get his next fight, after his Gvozdyk,
That's what I'm saying, you guys. So that's who I'm picking, man. I'm picking Archer BETERBEIV. I'm picking him to win by knockout. I'll tell you exactly what knockout as we get closer to fight week. Fight night. I will go live for that fight as well, you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go live, or either if I don't go live, I will be going live that Sunday morning around this time if I have to work. So you guys bear with me, man. This is a 51-minute live stream, man. I think we cranked that shit today, man. What do you guys think, man? I think we turned it up a little bit today, man. You know, I think Corley's back. What do you guys think? Crypto Color says boxing has a lot of belts because they get to charge the fighters fees. Floyd Mayweather's ready to, he says ready blew up the spot. Yo, everybody can't get paid like Floyd neither though. D-Finest says I seen that. He says it better, yeah. Crypto Color says Adrian Broner versus Keith Thurman will be amazing for boxing. He says for boxing entertaining. Yeah, it would. It would. To be honest with you, Keith Thurman should be fighting Adrian Broner now. To be honest, Adrian Broner just came off a fight not too long ago. He got a fucking win, I think. It was a draw, barely got a win. So, you know, we got to see, man. We got to see. Tramina says, what he gonna do when he get hit, Corey? When who get hit? Corey Lee. Toby says Corey Lee is back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Toby. You already know Toby. Let's go. Toby's had that moderator for a minute too. You've been a wrench for at least a year, if not more. But yeah, what you talking about, Trap? I truly feel that right now, man. Ain't nobody fucking with Archer BETERBEIV in that division, man. Canelo right now, you guys, Canelo has got, cruiserweight problems. And we got to see what he even do with those problems. Is he going to fight him? Is he going to duck? I mean, what? I just truly feel like I want to see Canelo fight Archer BETERBEIV. We're going to see what happens Saturday. I don't want to look past Marcus Brown. I know I've been saying a lot of shit about Archer BETERBEIV, but Marcus Brown has a shot to win. A small, smiggity small, almost like the roach that's on your hand that you're smoking. You're smoking a blunt, and the end of the blunt is like a roach now, so it burns your hand. That's how slim of a chance Marcus Brown has. Stop playing with me, you guys. Come on now. Marcus Brown's getting iced. I ain't even gonna be that disrespectful. I would say I'm delivering the joint. No, Archer BETERBEIV is delivering the ice season to him. In a very, very good package. He's gonna have a pillow waiting for him. It's gonna say, I'm gonna get a pillow, y'all, that say ice season on it. That'd be dope as shit. That'd be dope as shit. BETERBEIV, can he take a brownie shot? We gotta see. Archer BETERBEIV has been knocked down and dropped before. I'm glad you made that statement, Trap Media. That's a really good statement because he has been dropped, before. So, he got dropped in that Colin Johnson fight, I believe. A lot of people thought, he was like, they were like, wow. But he he got back up and wound up stopping Colin Johnson. It wasn't even close after that. So, yeah, man. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up, man. Please, let's get these likes up. If y'all got any topics y'all want to talk about right now, I'm burning one 1 hour. We got 5 minutes to talk boxing. Any topic you want to talk about, rapid fire. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Anything you want to talk about for 5 minutes before I get off. 5 minutes. Any questions, any topics, anything. You know, let me know. UGC, what's happening, my brother? What's going on with you, dog? Salute. You got the whole UGC in the building. Thank you for sharing the lives too, UGC. I appreciate that. See, UGC has a platform and he shares the stuff, you know, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome, man. That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, you know, Devin Haney, like I was talking about earlier, was doing good, had his good, had his good shots or what have you, and did good. But Devin Haney now I truly think he's worried. Like I was saying in the beginning of the live, he's worried about Kambosos fighting, Vasyl Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez probably will never get a crack at those titles again. That's crazy as it sounds, right? Because not only did Teofimo Lopez wanted to move up before this fight, he's definitely not trying to, fight. Who is he going to fight? He's probably never going to fight at 135 again. Who am I kidding? Promo for life, no doubt, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, UGC, no doubt, man. I really appreciate that. Okay, Crypto Cuz says Blair the Cobb, Corey Lee interview would be fire. Yeah, I met him. I met him in Vegas. We talked for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, man. I was with my peoples and everything. I had to tell them to hold on. I was talking to the dude. I was talking to Blair the Flair Club in Vegas when I went to Vegas in July. I sure was. I was talking to him I was talking to him too, got his number and everything. I could hit him up, but he lives in Vegas, I think, But yeah, I mean, I definitely get him up for an interview. That's a good joint, Trap Media. Anybody else you guys want me to try to interview too? I'm gonna try to get those interviews for you. Crypto Color says Tank versus Devin Haney. Okay, he says UGC said Crypto Color says Lomachenko needs his rematch. Against who? Teofimo Lopez? Or do you think Teofimo Lopez needs his rematch? Who do you guys want to see rematch more? Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos or Teofimo Lopez versus Vasyl Lomachenko? What you guys want to see more? I ain't gonna lie, man. If Lomo really had an injury, like a lot of people say he did in that first fight against Teofimo, who's to say Lomo can't win that second fight? I'm just throwing that out there. The only thing is, Lomo's gonna have to go to 140, man. I don't think that fight is ever gonna happen again. I really don't. Crypto Color says Lopez versus Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. In shape, Teofimo Lopez that has no health problem, anything like that, that's good. I give him a really good chance at Devin Haney because styles make matchups. Okay? Devin Haney leaves himself open sometimes. Teofimo Lopez likes to, take pop shots and, come and hit you at hooks at different angles and stuff. He likes to turn his body. So it's like, I truly feel Teofimo Lopez could be dangerous for any fighter, but then he also can get knocked out himself. So it's like a catch-22. Trap Media says, Napoleon Armstrong, what's happening? What's up, my brother? Trap Media says Lomo stops Teo any weight class. Toby says Lomo versus Tio, but it ain't gonna happen in my opinion. UGC, oh, you don't think it's gonna happen? Lomo versus Tio, you don't think it's gonna happen? Yeah, it might not, because I think Tio's gonna move up to 140 permanently. I don't think he'll ever come back down after that performance at 135. He almost, like they say, he almost messed. He almost his career was almost over the night of the fight, from what I'm hearing. So UGC says, I don't want to see Lopez versus none of them dudes at this point. Go up to 140 or retire. Wow. Crypto Color says, that little Mexican guy almost tore Tank's head off. Damn. Napoleon Armstrong says, what it do, Corey Lee? No doubt. What's up, bro? Everything straight. Burning on the live stream, as you can see. With the fellas and some of the ladies, they probably out there somewhere. They're going to rewatch it. Tramini says, everybody ducking Lomo now. Tramini says, Shakur don't want to see Lomo. I would love to see that fight. Shakur Stevenson versus Vasyl Lomachenko at 130. Oh, dream fight. Because I really truly think that Lomo can start getting knockouts if he goes down to 130. I don't think he's too small to be at 135. That's why he couldn't finish Comey. Vasyl Lomachenko is too small for 135. That's why you got to get another fighter that fights him, the benefit of the doubt, to bully him and to, do little small tactics, because they're smaller. Because they're be bigger than Lomachenko. So yeah, man. Lomachenko's came all the way up from 126, you guys. Come on now. You're only 126 pounds, and you already went up 9 pounds in the boxing. That's a lot of weight for a guy that's been fighting at 126, probably his whole life. So it's like, 135, I don't feel like his frame is built for 135. Tio look way bigger than him. Salido look way bigger than him. And it's just like, yeah. Trap Media says Bob wants to fight. Yeah, he does. Shit, wouldn't you too? If you had Lomachenko and he ain't had no belts, wouldn't you try to get his belts back? That's what a promoter's job is. We got to start holding these promoters accountable too. Trap Media says Lomo showed he might be the most skilled fighter of this generation. Or Usyk, or Alexander Usyk. Smash that like button, y'all. Lomo said he's not going back down. Right now he said that, but I think eventually he will. Just because the fight's at 135. You got all the cool kids on the block at 135. You got Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Javonte Tank Davis, George Kambosos. That's a crazy lineup right there, bro. That's a crazy lineup. Oh, Crypto Color says Shakur Stevenson versus the guy that beat up Lopez. Shakur Stevenson versus Kambosos? That'll be a good fight. Hey, you wanted something with that one, buddy. That sounds pretty good. That don't sound bad at all, man. I got this little muffin I'm going to eat real quick. Let me get off this live, man. I'm supposed to be laid down. Look, man, I hope you guys love the live stream, man. Tomorrow morning, we're going to come with another motherfucking banger. I'm giving you guys all bangers this week. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow. What time is it right now? Tomorrow. Hold on. Tomorrow is 8:21. Tomorrow, between 7 and 8 o'clock 7 to 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, okay? We will be here at Corley Boxing, you know, having the fire live stream, you guys, you know, burning, you know, getting it in, man. So I cannot wait to see you guys there. New topics, new everything, you guys. Tomorrow between 7 and 8 a.m. Eastern time. And I can't wait to see you guys there, man. And yeah, man, we'll have new topics. We'll have everything new tomorrow, man. So can't wait to see you guys there, man. Peace and love. I hope all of you guys have a great day. And yeah, man. Peace out, you guys. Later, man. Please. Oh yeah, and the last thing I ask any of you guys to do, if you can, y'all, like UGC does almost all the time, he shares the video. So he shares it, you know, he shares it to his channel, whatever he does, and he shares it. It helps with the visibility of the show. It's called Showing Love, and I respect that, man. Thank you guys so much for that, man. So until next time, you guys, this was an awesome live, man. You guys go back and watch it. We touched on a lot of good points. I did some film on here as well. This was a banger, dude. This is definitely a banger, man. I gotta change the description and everything, man. I gotta put BETERBEIV on here. We talked about him for half the show. So yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corley Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Ice season. Peace out, you guys. Later, man.